Ever wonder why certain cats seem to possess a lifespan double that of their peers? Imagine, for a moment, that the feline currently vibrating with a purr on your knees could remain your steadfast partner for the next 2 decades, or perhaps even longer. We aren't speaking merely of existence, but of flourishing. We're talking about a cat that continues to play, investigate, and fill your house with soft trills and affectionate nudges well into an age most would deem impossible for a kitty. The reality is that some cats are reaching their 25th birthdays, and the biology driving this longevity isn't hidden away in a pricey medical journal or restricted to owners with bottomless bank accounts. It is attainable, it is practical, and by the time this video concludes, you will understand exactly how to offer your pet the present of extra time. Welcome back to Meow Range, our intimate podcast-style corner where we exchange intriguing facts, touching narratives, and unexpected wisdom regarding our cherished cats. Consider this your comfortable coffee break discussion about all things feline. We skip the filler and focus on genuine understanding delivered with care. We are here because we hold the belief that knowing our cats on a deeper level allows us to be the guardians they truly require, and frankly, that is what they have earned. Now, I have a revelation that is going to catch you off guard. There is a very standard breed of house cat that frequently surpasses the 20-year mark. Yet the majority of adopters walk right past them in rescue centers, never knowing they are ignoring a potential 2-decade friendship. Even more shocking, the felines with the most impressive lifespans usually aren't the high-cost pedigrees or the rare imports. The statistics paint a picture that is entirely different from what the general public assumes. And before we dive deeper, I must impart something vital to you. The information you are about to hear isn't just fun trivia. These are 5 scientifically verified secrets that could literally append years to your cat's timeline. And the most critical factor? It costs absolutely nothing. You are likely already attempting it, just perhaps not with enough regularity. So here is my request. If this type of usable, science-based data about extending your cat's healthy years is important to you, please click that subscribe button and drop a like on this video. I am not asking for my sake. I am asking because the YouTube algorithm will then push this content to more cat parents who are in desperate need of this knowledge. Someone out there is preparing to bring home a kitten, or they have an aging cat and believe it's too late to help, and this video could alter their entire trajectory. Be the catalyst that helps them find us. Let's dismantle a concept that most people misunderstand entirely. There is a pervasive myth that rare breeds or meticulously bred purebreds possess better health and live longer due to superior genetics. The science reveals a completely opposing reality, and grasping this could permanently shift how you view cat adoption. Scientists investigating feline lifespans have identified a concept known as hybrid vigor. This is a genetic occurrence where mixed-breed animals frequently possess more robust immune defenses and fewer hereditary medical issues than their purebred cousins. Why is this the case? Purebred cats, by their very nature, possess a restricted gene pool. When breeders select for distinct physical traits, that flat Persian profile, the specific Siamese color points, or the Maine Coon's giant stature, they are inevitably also condensing genetic vulnerabilities. It isn't anyone's error. It is simply the mathematics of biology. Mixed-breed cats, conversely, gain from genetic variety. Their DNA is a wonderful, randomized cocktail that often washes out hereditary health defects. Research on feline mortality has demonstrated that the domestic mixed-breed cat enjoys a life expectancy that rivals, and occasionally surpasses, many purebred types. If you have a mixed-breed tabby resting on your sofa this very moment, you might have actually hit the genetic jackpot. That rescue animal from the shelter? The one who picked you with those persistent cries and that affectionate slow blink? You didn't just rescue a life. You potentially invited a friend into your home who could be by your side for the next 15 to 20 years. However, let's discuss the purebreds that do manage to live exceptionally long lives, because understanding their unique qualities gives us a window into longevity itself. The Siamese cat stands as one of the undeniable victors, boasting an average lifespan of 15 to 20 years, with recorded instances of specific cats hitting age 25 or beyond. These sophisticated, vocal animals hailed from Thailand, historically Siam, centuries ago, and their long lives are no accident. Siamese cats possess several biological perks. They are naturally slender with solid muscular frames that do not hold on to extra fat, a significant element in feline health that we will investigate thoroughly in a bit. Their genetic lineage, despite being purebred, was solidified over such a vast era with enough original diversity that they dodged many of the health traps that afflict newer designer breeds. Respiratory durability, sturdy hearts, and incredibly tough kidneys. These are the unglamorous traits that sum up to additional years. There is also something profoundly moving about the connection between Siamese cats and their owners. They are famous for being exceptionally social, almost dog-like in their loyalty. They trail you from room to room. They converse with you in those unique, raspy tones. And they genuinely appear upset when kept apart from their humans. This social disposition isn't just cute. It is life-extending. We will break down why later, but here is a hint. Emotional wellness and longevity are scientifically linked in cats. Then we have the Burmese, sharing a genetic ancestry with the Siamese, but possessing their own specific allure. These medium-build cats, with their silk-like fur and gold or green eyes, routinely live 16 to 18 years, with many hitting the 20-year mark. The Burmese breed was established by mixing a small brown cat from Burma with Siamese cats. And that genetic recipe produced something remarkable: physical sturdiness paired with the Siamese's constitutional power. What makes Burmese cats particularly fascinating from a longevity perspective is their incredibly low rate of breed-specific genetic disorders. While many purebreds battle hereditary conditions, Persian breathing struggles, Maine Coon heart failure, Scottish fold joint deterioration, Burmese cats possess remarkably clean genetic charts. They remain playful well into their geriatric years, keeping muscle tone and healthy weights almost without effort. There are verified reports of Burmese cats living to 22 and 23 years while keeping a high quality of life, still gaming, still interacting, still being their true selves. But here is what stunned researchers when they began analyzing centenarian cats, those rare felines that survived past 20 years. When scientists broke down what these ancient cats had in common, searching for templates that could reveal the secrets of extreme feline old age, they found something they didn't anticipate. It wasn't solely about genetics. Yes, breed played a part, but it was only about 30% of the total picture. These cats who survived to 20, 22, or 25 years shared 5 specific lifestyle habits that you can begin using today. And the number one factor? It has absolutely zero connection to high-priced premium cat cuisine, cutting-edge vet procedures, or complex vitamins. It is something entirely free that is occurring in your house right now. Or perhaps it isn't occurring, and that is the issue. The majority of cat guardians completely miss this vital element, and when I disclose what it is, you are going to ask yourself how something so basic could be so potent. Yet, the research is irrefutable. And the best news? You can start reaping the rewards from it within the next hour. Before I unveil these 5 secrets that distinguish cats who live standard lifespans from those who live phenomenal ones, there are 3 more incredible breeds you need to be aware of. One of them might already be dozing on your sofa, and you are about to find out why that is wonderfully good news. Another will shock you because of its sheer mass. Everything we understand about large animals implies they should have shorter lives, but this breed defies that logic entirely. And the third? Well, it is going to make you reevaluate everything you thought you understood about which cats make the greatest partners for a long, beautiful existence together. The breeds that challenge every assumption. If you are still watching this with me, I know you are the type of cat parent who authentically worries about your feline's health. You aren't searching for shortcuts or magic potions. You want substantial, usable wisdom that creates an impact. We have discussed the Siamese and Burmese, those graceful survivors with genetics that seem almost blueprint for long life. But now we are going to investigate something even more intriguing: the breeds that theoretically shouldn't live as long as they do. The ones that violate all the regulations, and yes, the ordinary cats that are actually extraordinary. You are part of a unique group here, people who view cats not as pets, but as kin worthy of long, robust, happy lives. And what I am about to tell you might totally transform how you view feline longevity, particularly if you have ever felt regret about not owning a fancy pedigree cat. Let me acquaint you with the Russian Blue. If you have ever encountered one of these cats, you know there is something almost ethereal about them. That glistening silver blue fur, those bright green eyes, and a character that has been defined as watchful and tender. Russian Blues consistently live 15 to 20 years, and veterinary science has recorded something captivating about this breed. They possess an exceptionally low rate of respiratory sicknesses and infections. While other breeds fight against chronic upper respiratory troubles, Russian Blues appear almost invincible. Their powerful immune reaction isn't just about fighting off sniffles. It is a systemic fortitude that helps them withstand age-related decay across multiple bodily systems. There is a lovely custom in Russian folklore of viewing these cats as omens of good luck and long life. Whether you put stock in luck or not, the statistics back up the longevity portion. What is particularly compelling from a scientific angle is their temperament. Russian Blues are innately tranquil, somewhat shy with newcomers, but intensely attached to their households. They flourish in routine and peaceful settings. And here is where it gets interesting. That calm, stress-proof temperament isn't just a personality quirk. It is a longevity factor. Chronic stress in cats, even low-grade stress that humans might not spot, spikes cortisol levels. Sustained high cortisol dampens immune function, raises inflammation, and hastens aging at the cellular tier. Russian Blues, with their naturally peaceful dispositions, essentially shield themselves from stress-induced aging. Now let's discuss a breed that shouldn't live as long as it does, but constantly proves the forecasts incorrect, the Ragdoll. These are massive cats. Males frequently hit 15 to 20 pounds. And in the animal kingdom, there is usually an opposing relationship between size and life expectancy. Yet Ragdolls routinely live 15 to 18 years, with verified cases hitting 20. What is their secret? Part of it is surprisingly modern breeding protocols. The Ragdoll breed was only created in the 1960s by a breeder named Vigor in California. And unlike many breeds, Ragdolls were carefully curated not just for looks, but for temperament and health. Early breeders maintained detailed medical logs and actively selected against cats displaying genetic flaws. The outcome is a giant breed with shockingly few hereditary medical burdens. But there is something else at work with Ragdolls. Temperament counts. Ragdolls are renowned for going limp when you hoist them, hence the moniker. They are almost unreasonably docile and chill. They don't spook easily. They adjust well to shifts. They are the cats that tuck into your lap for hours without twitching or getting overwhelmed. These gentle titans prove that a calm disposition isn't just nice for humans. It is life-extending for the cat. When a cat isn't perpetually in a state of alertness or anxiety, when their nervous system can truly rest, the cumulative benefit over the years is massive. Lower baseline stress equals less wear on every organ group, superior sleep quality, more effective healing, and a tougher immune response. And now, let me present the champion you weren't looking for, the domestic Shorthair and mixed-breed cats. These are the cats in rescues, the strays that appear on porches, that just a regular cat that constitutes the vast majority of the feline census. And they live, on average, 15 to 20 years, right in step with the elite purebreds and frequently outpacing them in total health. Here is where the concept of hybrid vigor truly shines. Mixed-breed felines enjoy the advantages of a genetic diversity that purebreds simply cannot match. Their gene pool is vast and open, shuffled randomly with every new generation, and that very randomness acts as a shield. Dangerous recessive genes that trigger diseases require 2 copies to become active, and in such a varied gene pool, the probability of that happening plummets. The outcome is a cat with a tougher constitution, a more resilient immune system, and significantly fewer breed-specific medical issues. Research into feline mortality has demonstrated that mixed-breed cats possess life expectancies that rival or even surpass most purebred lineages. And they typically incur lower lifetime veterinary bills because they are less prone to genetic disorders. That rescue cat you brought home from the shelter? You didn't merely save a life. You likely adopted a naturally robust partner with genetics engineered for survival. There is something profoundly democratic and optimistic about this fact. Health and longevity are not gated behind pedigree certificates or 4-figure price tags. That tabby sitting in your local humane society, the one with the notched ear and the relentless purr, might live just as long, if not longer, than a cat with championship ancestry. However, here is what the longevity studies actually uncovered, and this is the critical piece. Breed accounts for only about 30% of the longevity formula. That implies that 70% relies on something else entirely, and that something else is completely within your power. Investigations into cats that survived past 20 years pinpointed environmental and lifestyle variables that carried more weight than genetics. One of the most impactful factors is the distinction between indoor and outdoor living. The statistics are stark and unwavering. Cats who reside exclusively indoors possess an average lifespan of 12 to 18 years. Cats with free outdoor access average only 2 to 5 years. The contrast is dramatic. Outdoor cats confront vehicular accidents, attacks from predators, exposure to infectious viruses like FALV and FIV, toxic substances like pesticides or antifreeze, and innumerable other perils. Indoor cats bypass every single one of these threats. Now, I realize some of you are thinking, but my cat adores going outside. Isn't it cruel to keep them locked in? Here is the reassuring reality. Cats can absolutely flourish indoors when their habitat is properly enriched. They require vertical heights, places to conceal themselves, objects to climb and scratch, windows to observe the world, and most crucially, daily interactive play. Your choices regarding where your cat resides and how you engage with them weigh heavier than their breed. The nutrition you select, the play routines you start, the medical care you offer, and the safety of their surroundings, these elements, multiplied across days, months, and years, are far more potent than pedigree. Now, regarding those 5 secrets I alluded to earlier, scientists evaluated over 1,000 cats who lived past their 20th birthday, searching for shared patterns. Secret number 1 involves an activity that occurs every single day in your house, likely multiple times. It is so elementary that when I say it, you might think, that's it. But the data is absolutely irrefutable. This single factor, when performed consistently, can add years to your cat's timeline. And when you fuse it with secrets 2 through 5, when you stack these elements together, you construct what researchers term the longevity environment. It is not costly. It doesn't demand specialized training, but it does require comprehension and dedication. Let me demonstrate exactly how to construct it, beginning with that first secret that costs $0 but changes the entire game. What can centenarian cats teach us? The primary predictor of feline longevity isn't premium kibble, pricey vitamins, or even DNA. It is something that is free of charge and exists in the space between you and your pet. It is daily, meaningful interaction with humans. When researchers looked at cats who survived past 20 years, this element showed up repeatedly: consistent social engagement and mental stimulation. Here is the biology behind it. Cats who get regular, focused interaction from their owners display significantly reduced levels of chronic stress hormones. Lower cortisol equates to reduced systemic inflammation, decelerated cellular aging, a more robust immune response, and superior organ health over the long haul. But it goes deeper than just stress relief. Mental stimulation, the type that comes from interactive games, food puzzles, and even basic conversation, keeps a cat's brain agile and involved. Studies on feline cognitive aging have revealed something incredible. Cats who participate in regular play and problem-solving tasks show 40% fewer symptoms of cognitive decline as they grow older. That is the difference between a 15-year-old cat who still scampers and investigates versus one who sleeps 22 hours a day and appears checked out. And here is the beautiful part. It doesn't demand hours of your schedule. 15 to 20 minutes of focused, interactive play per day creates a measurable impact. I am talking about play that triggers their predatory drive, toys that move erratically. This variety of play isn't just entertainment. It is medicine. It keeps their bodies athletic, their minds razor-sharp, and their spirits connected to life. Drop a comment below and tell me, how many minutes a day do you dedicate to focused play with your cat? I genuinely want to know, and I will reply to your thoughts. Now let's discuss secret number 2, weight management and proper nutrition. Feline obesity slashes life expectancy by an average of 2 to 3 years. Not because being heavy is a character flaw, but because excess mass places mechanical strain on joints, spikes diabetes risk, generates fatty liver disease, and taxes the cardiovascular system. Here is what many cat guardians don't grasp. Cats are obligate carnivores. Their biological systems are engineered to derive energy primarily from protein and fats, not carbohydrates. Yet, many commercial cat foods, particularly dry kibble, are packed with carbs because they are cheaper than meat protein. When cats consume high-carb diets, their bodies struggle to process the energy efficiently, and the surplus often converts to adipose tissue. I am not here to claim you need expensive boutique meals. What matters more than the price tag is protein quality and portion control. Many cats are free-fed. Food is available 24/7, and they gradually pack on weight over the years without owners realizing it. Here is a simple visual assessment. Look at your cat from directly above. You should perceive a slight inward indentation at their waist, just behind the ribs. Glide your hands along their sides. You should be able to detect their ribs without pressing down hard, but the ribs shouldn't be visibly jutting out. If you cannot feel ribs at all, or if there is no waist definition, your cat is likely overweight. And if that is the reality, you have just pinpointed something you can alter that could add literal years to their existence. Secret number 3 is preventive veterinary care. Annual checkups, or biannual for cats over 7 years old, are not about discovering problems. They are about gathering data. Cats are experts at masking sickness and pain. It is a survival mechanism. By the time a cat displays obvious symptoms of kidney failure, hyperthyroidism, or diabetes, the condition has often been advancing for months or years. But here is the hopeful aspect. These diseases are detectable through basic blood work long before physical symptoms manifest. Early detection translates to early intervention, which often means management rather than a medical crisis. A cat with early-stage kidney disease identified during a routine exam can live comfortably for years with dietary shifts and monitoring. One emergency vet visit typically costs 3 to 5 times what a year of preventive care costs. Catching issues early isn't just better for your cat's quality of life. It is often more affordable in the long run. Secret number 4. Indoor living or safe outdoor access. The average lifespan gap between indoor and outdoor cats is 12 to 18 years versus 2 to 5 years. That is the distinction between a cat being a brief chapter in your life versus a partner through multiple life stages. The hazards outside are tangible: cars, predators, infectious viruses, parasites, toxic flora, antifreeze and pesticides, getting trapped, and cruel individuals. Indoor cats simply do not face these dangers. Now, indoor cats do need enrichment to flourish. Cat trees, window perches, food puzzles, daily play sessions, and scratching posts can supply all the stimulation a cat requires. Some people build catios, enclosed outdoor patios where cats can experience fresh breezes safely. Others train their cats to walk on harnesses. It isn't about restricting freedom. It is about maximizing the years you have together. And now, secret number 5. Stress reduction and routine. Chronic stress in cats is insidious because it is often invisible. Cats don't typically display obvious distress. Instead, stress manifests as overgrooming, inappropriate urination, digestive troubles, and a suppressed immune system. Cats are territorial beings who crave predictability. They need to know where their resources are located, when food is coming, and where they can retreat when overwhelmed. In multi-cat households, stress often stems from resource competition. The solutions are surprisingly straightforward: multiple litter boxes, one per cat, plus one extra. Food and water stations in separate locations. Vertical territory, so cats can gain space from one another. Consistent meal times, and quiet zones where cats can withdraw. These aren't pricey interventions. They are spatial and routine adjustments that honor how cats naturally function. Your calm generates their calm. Your consistency builds their security. And security, that deep, nervous system-level feeling of safety, is health-promoting at the cellular level. So now you possess the 5 secrets: daily interaction and mental stimulation, healthy weight and appropriate nutrition, preventive veterinary care, safe indoor living, stress reduction through routine and environment. These aren't complicated. They aren't expensive, but they are transformative when applied with consistency. And here is the question that matters most. How do you actually implement all of this without overwhelming yourself or your bank account? How do you take these 5 secrets and convert them into a realistic plan that fits your life and your cat's unique personality? Because knowing what to do and actually doing it consistently, those are 2 very different things. Let me provide you with the realistic, step-by-step approach that actually functions in real life with real constraints, starting exactly where you are right now. From knowledge to action, you don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. That is the truth that separates cat owners who successfully extend their cats' lives from those who feel perpetually overwhelmed and guilty. I have given you 5 powerful secrets backed by science. And now I am going to show you how to actually execute them without turning your life upside down or spending money you don't have. Let's start with a framework I call Start Where You Are. It is built on gradual implementation rather than drastic overnight overhauls. Cats detest sudden changes. And honestly, so do most humans. Week 1 and 2. Establish the foundation. Focus on creating one new habit, a daily play routine. Set a timer on your phone for 15 minutes. Pick a time that fits consistently into your schedule. Grab a simple interactive toy, even a shoelace dragged across the floor works, and engage your cat in active play. Make them run, jump, and pounce. End each session by letting them catch something because cats need that hunting sequence completion. During these same 2 weeks, assess your cat's weight honestly. Use that visual and touch test I described earlier. Look at them from above. Feel their ribs. Take a photo from both angles. These photos are your baseline. Also, during week 2, if you haven't had a veterinary checkup in the past year, make that appointment. Cats hide illness brilliantly. That appointment isn't optional. It is foundational. Week 3 and 4, optimize the environment. Walk through your home from your cat's perspective. Where are the litter boxes? Are they in quiet, accessible locations? The rule is 1 per cat, plus 1 extra. This matters for stress reduction. Look at feeding stations. Is food sitting right next to water? Cats prefer them separated. Simple adjustment. Move the water bowl to a different room. Add a second water source. Create vertical territory, a cleared bookshelf, a sturdy box on a desk, even a window perch. Cats need to climb and observe from a height. It makes them feel secure and gives them exercise. Month 2 and 3. Fine-tuning. By now, daily play should feel automatic. You have been to the vet and either received good news or have a treatment plan. Your cat's environment has more resources and less stress. Evaluate stress levels carefully. Is your cat over-grooming, urinating outside the box occasionally, or hiding more than usual? These are stress signals. Address them by adding hiding spots, using calming pheromone diffusers, or consulting your vet. If weight loss is required, work with your vet on a gradual plan. Safe weight loss is slow, about 1 to 2% of body weight per week. Let's talk about budgets. Budget-friendly longevity is absolutely possible. The most important factor, daily interaction and play, is free. A crumpled paper ball, a cardboard box, your focused attention, these cost nothing. Where should you invest limited money first? Veterinary prevention. That annual exam with blood work catches problems early. Second priority, quality protein and food. Read the ingredients. Look for named meat sources as the first item. For mid-range budgets, consider puzzle feeders, water fountains, and quality interactive toys. These enhance quality of life measurably. Premium options include pet insurance while your cat is young, veterinary nutritionist consultations, and advanced enrichment. But these are nice-to-haves, not requirements. Let me share real stories. Charlie, a mixed-breed tabby adopted at age 2, lived to 23 through daily play, weight management, indoor living, regular vet visits, and a calm environment. His owner stated, "It wasn't extraordinary care. It was ordinary care done consistently." May, a Siamese, lived 25 years. Her owner kept a health journal. The secret? Routine. Same feeding times, same play sessions, same calm household. Methodical, not mysterious. Tom adopted 10-year-old Shadow, who was overweight and surrendered. Through implementing these principles, Shadow lived 12 more years, reaching age 22. It is never too late to add years through better care. You now know something powerful. Your cat's lifespan isn't predetermined. Every day, you are making choices that add up to years. Whether you have a pedigreed Siamese or a mixed breed rescue, whether your cat is a kitten or a senior, the principles remain the same. Here is what I want you to do. Pick one thing from this video to implement this week. Just one. Maybe establishing that play routine, scheduling that vet appointment, or adding a second litter box. Don't try to change everything at once. Pick one thing, do it consistently, And next week, add another. Comment below. Which breed do you have, and which secret are you starting with? What is your one action item? I read and respond to every comment because we are building a community of people who believe cats deserve long, healthy lives. If this information gave you practical steps you can take, share this video with someone who needs it, someone about to adopt their first cat, someone whose cat just turned 7, or someone overwhelmed by conflicting advice. You might add years to another cat's life. Here at Meow Range, we believe every cat deserves a long, healthy, joyful life, and every cat parent deserves the knowledge to make that happen. This isn't about perfection. It is about showing up consistently with love and informed care. Those 15 minutes of play, those vet appointments, that choice to keep them safe, those small daily decisions, they compound into years. If you found value here, subscribe to our channel so you never miss content about what makes our cats truly thrive. Hit that like button to help other cat parents find this information. Until next time, give your feline friend an extra head scratch from all of us. Look at them and remember, you have the power to give them more time. More mornings with their purrs, more evenings with them in your lap, and more years of those slow blinks that say, I love you. Because every purr, every headbutt, every quiet moment together, those are the moments we are working to multiply. Your cat is lucky to have you. Now go give them that gift of time.